Welcome student in another tutorial of HTML. Today we are going to learn HTML CSS. So let's start. Software I am using for developing this web page, that is Visual Studio Code. The same software you can download from the given link, or you can Google it, and according to a system architecture you can download the same. HTML CSS. So CSS stand for Cascading Style Sheets, is used to format the layout of a web page. You can format it just like formatting your Word document. Okay, so just like that formatting Word document, you can format your web page also with the help of CSS. And this CSS actually help you to reuse the same code again and again. If something you want to apply some styles and something for particular or different paragraph of your web page, so you have to write once in the same code you can use again and again. So with CSS you can control the color, font, the size of the text, the spacing between elements, how elements are positioned and laid out, what background images or background colors are to be used, different displays for different devices and screen size, and much more. CSS stand for Cascading Style Sheet, just I said. CSS is used to design HTML tags. CSS is a widely used language on the web page. HTML, CSS, and JavaScript are used for web designing, and it helps the web designer to apply style on HTML tags. Note, the word cascading means that a style applied to a parent element will also apply to all the children elements also. So whatever the parent element, if you are applying same styles and that tags containing some other tags also, so that will be also apply for those CSS, also applied for those tag also. So if you set a color from body text to blue, so all heading, paragraph, and other elements within the body will also get the same color. Got it? Now HTML CSS. So CSS can be added to HTML document in three ways. So there are three different types. You can use HTML, that is inline CSS, by using the style attribute inside the HTML element. So with the tag, within the tag you can apply this CSS. Next one is internal CSS. Internal CSS also that exists in within the web page, but for that by using style tag you can use this CSS, and you have to keep this in head section. Now external CSS, and this is the mostly used CSS by using a link element to link an external CSS. So this CSS exists as in the same folder or some other folder within the root folder of the website, and we link with the help of the path, the actual path of the CSS, and this is the mostly used CSS external one. The most common way to add CSS to it is to keep style in external CSS, and that is the good practice. The same CSS file you can use in different web pages. Just write an external CSS file and give the path to different web pages. The same CSS will be applied in those pages. Now, today we will learn inline CSS only. Okay, so inline CSS is used to apply a unique style to a single HTML element. An inline CSS uses the style attribute of an HTML element. The following example set the text color, like heading. If you want to change the heading, then what you can just up within the line. That's why it's called inline. Within the line, you can write those, or within the tag, you can write those styles, and that will be applied for particular tag. Okay, so this is the example. Now inline CSS, usually CSS is written in a separate CSS file, just I explained, or in a different CSS file, and we have to but there are the third place also which is valid. The third place is the write CSS inside an HTML tag, just I explained you the previous example. This one, when CSS is written using the style attribute, it's called the inline style. In general, this is not considered a best practice, but for the actually the knowledge purpose you must know. But I have never recommended, and even no one recommend to use the CSS within your web page. But you have to learn all those things, what the type of different type of CSS are there and how you can use. So that's why I am teaching this. So in general, this is not considered best practice. However, there are some times when inline styles are the right choice. Like sometimes when you have to some mails and other things, then that time you can use those. Inline style syntax. Inline style looks or operate much like CSS with a few differences. Inline style directly affect the tag they are written in. Okay, so within the tag where you written those styles that apply for a particular tag. Without the uses of selectors, here a basic HTML page. Just check. I'll show you that page also, this one. So professional web developer do not use inline style often, but just a minute. Okay, sorry. But there are times when they are important to understand and necessities. Here are a few places where you can line inline style. Just I explain like HTML, email, older website, CMS, and these are the different things. When not to use inline styles? As mentioned before, web developers do not often use it. Inline styles when creating web pages for many reasons. Their reasons include semantic markup, matchability, reusability, and scalability. Now, this is our example. The same example we'll write to develop a web page with inline styles. So let's start Visual Studio Code for the same. And today we'll learn only inline one. Page I have already made it here. Just start from the HTML. HTML and now what? Take the different tags like first what we will take head, take title also, and give some title like playing with inline styles. Okay, now after head take body also, body, and within body take one more paragraph, the P. Okay, now here we will write inline style. Now style suppose color, and color that is up to you. You can write directly blue or whatever you want, you can type it here. Then font size also, font, then size, and you can give any pixels, that are 46 pixels suppose. Okay, now this inline is applied, and what you have to do, just type here I am big blue. Your color be taken blue, that is up to you. Whatever you want you can write it here. Okay, give strong tag also, and within this strong what you can do, type strong, so strong, save it. Okay, now right click it, open with the live server. So just check I am a big blue and strong written within the strong, so it's appearing in strong something in the boulder form. Or when you remove the strong, just check that boulder form will be gone. Just check, it's gone. Got it? And when you keep it in the boulder form, in strong, so that will come in boulder form, some bold one. So like this, within the actually line you written this, and now this one for applicable for suppose paragraph. The similarly, the if you want some other actually things like heading or whatever you want, so that will be also applicable for those also. Got it? Like suppose heading. Let me take a heading tag, not head, heading. Suppose this one H1. Now heading, now style, let me mention style, now color, that is up to you only. Suppose this time color, this one. Okay, something like you can type, that is up to you, green. Okay, and now just give anything, uh, or type green, save it and move back. Just check, green is the green. Got it? So like this, all for all. Why this calling inline? Because this style you have to write in every line of the particular tag. So that's why it's called an inline tag. So I hope you understand, student. Take the snap of the same and apply in different tag. So you can easily understand how this style tag is affecting your text that you are placing on a web page. In next tutorial, we will learn internal CSS. This one is the inline one. Next one we will learn internal CSS. So I hope you understand, student, and do the practice for better understanding. Till that, thank you, student. Thank you very much.